Good morning, beautiful ones. This is Paula Jo from Louisiana, Missouri. And I just went through the laundry room, sorry. Just thought maybe, since I talk about the flooding all the time, you might want to see what actually survived. Well, there we have a apple tree right there. This year we planted that. And back over there, and that's our oldest one, that's 3 years old. And then there's one right there. We had put carrots right there, carrots over there, and these two in the middle had sweet potatoes in them, and there's just one left. So what I did is I replanted some Swiss chard. We have a cage around it because when there's fresh dirt or fresh plantings, the cats just love to play in it. We'll say that. And the Swiss chard, I don't know, it seems to be doing okay, but it's probably too hot. It's 105 here right now. And those are the cucumbers that I just planted 2 weeks ago. They're doing great. And that's my one spindly little sweet potato. Poor little thing. And as you can see, we have wood mulch all around where we can get it. I saved these 6 pepper plants. They were still in pots during the flood, so they made it. So I just pulled up the cilantro that had bolted, and I put the peppers in here, and they seem to be doing pretty good. And behind them is basil, which I just harvested last night, and I got an entire packed stew pot of basil. That's how much basil there is. And in these little pots here, this one I'm pretty sure is marjoram. Nope, excuse me, thyme. And they were looking pretty peaked after the flood because they were completely submerged in water. And the sage, look at that. One sage plant. And yesterday I swear it was half this size. But look at it now after the rain. There's my lemon balm. That's the only one that survived the cats and the flood. And my dill, which is flowering, which I don't like, and it's kind of spindly. But I'm going to harvest that later on and dry it so we can use it for pickles. This is the marjoram. That also got covered in the flood. And over here is some Genovese basil and one spindly little sweet potato in the middle. I've tasted this basil, and it's really bitter, so I really don't know that, I don't know. Maybe after it dries it tastes better. Who knows? Okay? So that's outside the fence. We can't, leave the fence open because we have a little wiener dog who has found one tiny little spot where he gets out. So we have to keep him in. Plus they like to eat the vegetables. That is one of our grapevines. We thought it was dead. Obviously not. And our rain catchment system right there. And our other grapevine, which is doing fantastic. Looks like it has some bugs on it though. Hey, get off my grape plants. Stop it. And another rain catchment. That one's kind of nasty. I don't like it. But, hey, it's water. Compost. Jerusalem artichokes. We don't know where they came from. Well, my husband says he planted a couple. Well, they're pretty prolific if you just planted a couple. And these are the beets that survived the flood. They're kind of small, but I'm going to let them grow for a little while. And in between where those bare spots are, like right there, in between, I planted more beet seeds last week. And in this row, I planted beet seeds. And the little tiny babies just coming up. And the Swiss chard I just harvested so that I can use it for dinner tonight. This row over here also has beets in it. I think my cats have been in it. A couple more beet plants over there. And all of this area here, I'm standing in some of it, but all of that was planted. That was garlic. Over there was all onions. This was all, what did we plant here? I don't remember. It's probably blocked out of my memory because it's all gone. We had cabbages here and broccoli and cauliflower. It's all gone, but that's okay. That is 3 asparagus plants that we planted 2 years ago. And they are amazingly huge. They're about, well, I'm 5'6", and they top me, so I'd say about 6 foot, some of them, which is awesome. Because next year, we're going to be down there picking, if we're still here, which I doubt. And of course, volunteer sunflowers. You always got to have volunteer sunflowers, because we feed the birds black oil sunflower seeds. And our elderberry survived, one of them. And there's the other one. They're doing pretty good. The birds ate all my berries. The little feathered poops. Yeah, that's okay. They can have them. I don't know what that is. It's a volunteer of some kind. It could be black raspberry, because we had those thorny little things in here for like 6 years, and we just couldn't take it anymore. All the thorns, nobody wanted to pick them, so we pulled them all out and gave them to a friend. He knew all about the thorns. We didn't try to trick him.